Well, hello there, my fellow rushers. How are you doing today? King Rex here, and we're back to Kingdom Rush Vengeance. I've been neglecting this game for a while, so I decided to try out the challenge that just popped out of my head. So, the challenge is, can you beat Kingdom Rush Vengeance without the letter A? Now, what does that mean? Well, let's get into the rules and explain what it is. So yeah, as far as the rules are considered. First of all, rule number 1. We're gonna be doing the main campaign, starting off from level 1 and ending up at level 16. Rule number 2. We're playing on the highest difficulty, which is obviously impossible mode. And I can't turn down the difficulty either. Rule number 3. What does the challenge means? What is without the letter A? Well, it's simple. We can use only towers and heroes that don't have the letter A in their name. And funny enough, there's exactly 5 towers that don't have the letter A. We're talking about Bone Flingers, Grim Cemetery, Rotten Forest, Deep Devil's Reef, and Rocket Riders. These are the towers that we'll be stuck with for pretty much the rest of the game. As far as heroes go, we have Varuk, Olok, we have Mortimis, Jigu, and Merglin. However, Merglin will make the challenge a little bit too easy, so I'm not gonna use her. Rule number 4. We're gonna be upgrading as we progress, so starting off from scratch, and we're gonna be upgrading as we go. Rule number 5, which is the last rule, we have to beat every level NOL. I'm not a big fan of NOL, but hey, this is the easiest game out of them all, so if I can beat these levels NOL, then how can I be calling myself a good Kingdom Rusher? So yeah, with that out of the way, let's get on with it and see can we beat it or not. Alright then, well, starting off with the first level, obviously a joke. What, you expect it to be hard? No, it's not. So yeah, since this is gonna be pretty boring and, you know, easy, let's just talk about the strategy that we'll be using and the towers that we can use. So yeah, we have a pretty weird setup to say the least. We have a couple of decent towers, we also have mech towers. Deep Devil's Reef is a pretty unique tower, you know. He is a magic tower that has barracks in it. Really good. And unlike the Mausoleum with the gargoyles, you can get them pretty much from the beginning, which is really nice. Even though they are really weak in the beginning, once you get them up to tier 4, they're actually a pretty decent units for stalling power. Plus, at level 4, they can also throw their spears and have range capabilities, which is really nice, especially for the flying enemies. Then we also have the bomb flaggers, which was there to say about them. They're awesome. Really cheap, do a lot of damage, provide stalling power. Pretty much A tier archer. Maybe S, I don't know. Maybe they are an S tier, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But then we also have kind of mech towers. Grim Cemetery, even though it has a lot of stalling power, the issue that I have with it is the lack of control. You don't know where the zombies are gonna pop up. Sure, if you kill someone in the range, it's gonna spawn right there, but again, they can also spawn on their own, so it's really hard to control, and you're gambling every time you place this tower, because you never know where the zombies are gonna come up. And the thing is that they don't regenerate their health either, so if they die, you have to wait, or kill someone in the range. And, you know, I don't like that. I hate RNG, which is kind of ironic because I love Lilith, and she's basically RNG the hero. But anyway, we have Rotten Forest, which is a really sad case, because I really love this tower. To be honest, even though I put it in my worst towers in Kingdom Rush Vengeance back in the day when I did another one of my challenges, I deeply enjoyed this tower, but it has so many issues that make it really bad. One of them is the range. The range is one of the shortest in the game, and that makes it really hard to use on some maps, and it's really hard to utilize. The other issue is that it doesn't do a lot of damage. Sure, it does 5 damage every like half a second, but it's not all that much. If it was like 10 damage, or if the 5 damage was true damage, it will be a reasonably good tower, but it doesn't. And the abilities are a bit iffy. The Treants, or the Corrupted Ants as they're called in this game, they're okay, but they die so easily that they don't provide all that much stalling power. The Evil Roots is pretty much out of the forest to rip off, but you know, instead of doing any damage, it has twice the duration. It lasts for, I believe, 6 seconds, so it's not a really bad ability. I really like it, but you know, it could be a little bit better, I suppose. And then we have the Mist, which is complete garbage. Only 10% chance for enemies to miss their attacks. That's really low. If it was like 20 or 30%, then it will be something reasonable, but it doesn't. So yeah, this tower has many issues. And then Rocket Riders, which, you know, they're fine, but they're just so expensive that at one point they're not even worthy. Plus their abilities suck, besides his middle ability. But anyway, we're already at the first boss. Wow, we rambled our way through the first boss. If this doesn't show you how easy the game is, I don't know what will. I mean, look at that. We just melt him, and we move on to the next area. Now, let's see, what should we upgrade? Probably the Soul Crusher. Yeah, why not? Now let's listen to some cool music. Give me that tune. Yeah. I love this music, man. I love this little thing. I mean, I'm not a really big fan of jazz, but I can still enjoy it from time to time. But it's not my personal favorite. As far as the heroes go, we have alright ones. Varuk, I'm probably not gonna use him all that much, other, you know, in the beginning levels. Olo could be useful due to his teleport. It could be really nice. Mortimer is fine, but, you know, he's a little bit dependent. Sometimes he works, sometimes he doesn't. It's kind of map-based, but he'll be pretty useful because of his grim presence. Even though I neglected it many times in the past, I come to learn that it's actually really good if you use him properly. And then we also have Jigo, which is gonna be awesome for boss levels. But other than that, I don't know if I'll use him all that much. But I probably will, because I love Jigo. And then Murglin, I mean, we're not gonna use her, obviously, because, you know, we want the challenge to be somewhat of a challenge and not be just Dragon Showcase like most other people do. So yeah, and you may be thinking, well, isn't this challenge a little bit too easy? Well, it kind of is in the beginning, but later on it can get a little bit challenging to complete NOL. And that's why I throw it in, because if I haven't done the NOL rule, it will be just a breeze. It will be first try every level, pretty much. So yeah, that's the only reason why I put it in. And speaking of NOL, this level was actually the first one where I actually had to redo once, due to the Leap Dragons, which are probably one of the more annoying units in the game. Like, they're just straight up awful. They can just leap to so far, and the thing is that Jigo, when he freezes them or stuns them, he changes their pattern when they jump and they just fly through. And it makes it really hard when you don't have the Teslas in the back to be your get out of jail free card. It's kind of hard when you don't have them, but eventually we beat the level second try and it wasn't too bad. Igor is gonna get out and we have to fight him later on. Now, what should we get? I don't know, let's just get something random. Meh. Now for this part. This one was actually a little bit tricky. I was really worried about this level because it was one of the harder ones, to be honest. Especially towards wave 13, as you saw. We had a couple of close calls there, but we managed to push through. So yeah, the reason why I'm putting this challenge up is pretty simple. As you know, we're pretty much, I think, in the middle of April at the time I'm recording this. So it's not too bad, but May is approaching. And the thing is that if you've been following my channel for a while, you probably know that I'm a senior this year. And once May approaches, and you know it arrives eventually, I'll have the major exams, which will be deciding whether or not I will graduate or not, which, you know, means I have to study hard as frick. So yeah, unfortunately, because of that, I will not be able to upload videos. Now, that doesn't mean that you will be left out without anything to watch. You're still gonna get content, obviously, but we'll talk about it in a minute, because we have another boss to take care of. Joku, the Mother of all Dragons, is here. Probably one of the most unique bosses in the game, to be honest. She's a really interesting boss, but I don't know. Maybe the level is cool and all, but I don't find it to be all that bad. Sure, I had to redo it multiple times because, again, Leap Dragons, one of the worst units ever created. I hate them. But anyhow, we just have to wait a little bit. The cannon is gonna fail, you already know that. Now, 3, 2, and 1. Destroyed. Now let's move on. Actually, what should we upgrade first? I think we get 4 upgrade points this time, so let's get the extra damage. We need it. And now, oh, my love. I've been waiting for you for for a month to see you. He finally came out of his man cave, Joe Jenkins. He's here to meet us, and he's here to poke our butts with his fork, with his pitchfork, actually. Well, let's see if we can take him down with one Rotten Forest and Mortimus. Can we take him down? Let's see. I know it's a bit slow, but you know, this is just Vengeance. It's always slow. What are you expecting? So yeah, we're just gonna wait for a while. May as well just take a sip of water while we're waiting. Nothing bad is gonna happen, right? Nice, relaxing, and refreshing water. Come on, how? Oh my god, he's almost dead. 200, 100, and he will... Oh no, he targeted the sheep. The sheep! Oh no, the sheep is about to escape. Mortimus! Mortimus, chase it! Come on! Come on, you old hag! Chase it! Oh my god, he didn't kill it. Come on! We're not leaking to the sheep. We're not leaking to the sheep. We're not that bad at the game. And yes! Ooh. A bit of a close call there, but still. That was pretty decent. And yeah, here we're just going to Rotten Forest spam. One of the only maps that Rotten Forest can actually shine. It's pretty decent on this map, but this is Udo's farmland, which is one of the easiest levels in the game, if not the easiest. So yeah, any tower is good on this map level. And now let's get back to the point. As far as content goes when I am gone, I have made multiple challenges that are both in Vengeance, and I'll schedule them for the next 2 weeks. So you're still gonna get some challenges here and there, but after they're done, there's probably not gonna be a challenge for the next approximately 2 weeks. So I want to apologize for it. The reviews are still gonna be coming, don't worry, I pre-recorded them already, but the issue is that I forgot to remove the intro, so apologies for the 10-second cringe that I'm causing you. I know it's bad, but I'm forgetting to remove it. I don't know why, I just forget. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's continue. Let's upgrade. You know what, actually, nah, I want my death coils. I want this safety net. It's so good to have around. Probably one of the more interesting upgrades, even though it's random because the range is inconsistent and the attack rate, the recharge, I'm not sure how long the recharge is. I don't know if it's RNG, but I'll have to check it out in the wiki later on. Now here we get the city of Lozagan, or Lozogan, whatever you want to pronounce this thing. And it is a bit tough, mainly because of two specific enemies, sorcerers, having pretty high health, decent armor, and having the ability to polymorph for guys, which is, you know, sucks. And then we have the purple Nurples, which are the Archmages or Arcanes, whatever they are called in this game. And they're a pain in the butt because, you know, they teleport your units all up in your defense and make it really hard. But anyhow, the level was completed. Now let's upgrade the Soul Crusher, and boom. Here we are at the pseudo-boss, or the Chad, Johnny Bravo himself. Oh wait, this is not Johnny Bravo, this is Gerald. You know, Gerald in his chill state. He doesn't give a crap about us. He's given up on life. He's just living his privileged life over there and thinking that he can take us out all by himself. What a fool. Come on, get out of your comfy chair and come fight us. Oh wait. I really didn't want to use you, but come on. I'm trying for NOL here. Alright, anyway, can this golem die? Thank you. Now here he is. He's coming in his shining armor and he's thinking that he can take us down. Well, would you look at that? Will he pass the Rotten Forest? Come on, Gerald. Can you pass the Rotten Forest at least? And the answer is, unfortunately, no, you cannot. What a disappointment of a boss. I mean, I know he's technically a pseudo-boss or a mini-boss, but come on, that's just really disappointing. I mean, comparing him to Cerebrus in the original Kingdom Rush, yeah, he's really disappointing. And we're already at the last level. Wow, we're just cruising through, man. And well and all. So yeah, the first part is just really easy and nothing really to worry about. I mean, sure, maybe I could have done it a little bit better here and there, but whatever. The main thing is that what would you call it? Sorry, my brain just died for a second. The Deep Devil's Reef, once you upgrade them to tier 4, they have this pretty interesting ability with the Perfect Storm, which is a cloud that hovers over an enemy and shoots 3 times and he stuns him. Which is really cool, you know, having an additional stun, similar to the Orc Shaman. It's kinda cool. And you know, look at this golem, he's just getting constantly tangled until he dies. Wonderful. Now we break the roll, Linus runs away, and here we are. Here we are at the true last level. And honestly, this challenge was pretty cool, you know. It was definitely quite a unique idea, at least for me. And I enjoyed it for the most part. Even though I had to restart a few times here and there due to bad micro or just straight up bad reflexes. It was pretty fun nonetheless. And now we're waiting for this guy. Come on, can you show up already? Show up, I'm sick of these enemies. I wanna just go to bed and take a nice nap. Because even though it's afternoon, I'm trying to sleep at afternoon for some reason. Anyway, the last girlfriend is dead. We summon our big old Archdemon. And here he is. We're just gonna wait him out, stall him at the front, make sure that the Archdemon gets the bar, and come on, can you pull him? There you go. And here he is, the last phase, technically. Even though he has 3 phases, you can cheese him easily. I just messed up my micro there, but anyhow, he will go down. And with that, the challenge is officially completed. So, in the end, the question must be answered. So, can you beat Kingdom Rush Vengeance without the letter A? Well, I think you all know the answer. Yes, you can do it. You can do it for sure. It was a relatively cool challenge. Wasn't, super hard, but it was enjoyable nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed as well. And yeah, guys, with that out of the way, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. And while you're at it, drop a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Now, I'm not sure when the next video will come up, but eventually it will come up. And yeah, until it comes, that was KingRexy, over and out. Stay safe, guys. I love you, and goodbye.